look at the world today and what is happening. The digital world around the world. Basically, we have over 7 billion people, and 55% of that are abused. Almost 66% of all the 7 billion do have a telephone. Okay, it's unique. Internet users are over 50% of that, and of course, active social media users are about 50%. Now, what does this mean for us? This means that over two-thirds of the world's population are not only using mobile phones, some of them are using smartphones. The trend of moving online is clearly happening. You need to define what are your business goals. What is it that you want? What is your target? What is your goal? Then, of course, operating a model. Now, this is inside the company. The operating model, how are you going to work? And also internal is about using technology. If you recall in the previous webinars, we were saying, let us think differently. Let us adjust. Let us tweak so that we are able to use all the resources. And technology and internet is one of those resources that we need to look at. You as Mfanyi Biashara, there is reduced effort on your part, okay? Because it is the marketplace, for example, Kilimall, or the baby shop, they are the ones who will be marketing. They are the ones who will be selling. So in anything in the world, there's a trade-off, okay? Now, the trade-off here is, do I go for the ease of use? That is the Facebook, the online marketplace, okay? That's easy. Do I do Instagram? That's easy. What I may not have 100% control over is I am not able to control how it is displayed. I am not able to control the revenues I will have to share, because remember, I have to pay them as well. And then, of course, what is really important is that whatever marketplace you want to take, you need to look at the credibility of that marketplace. At the time, there was an issue of a marketplace, an online marketplace, whom I shall not name. They used to post good pictures of items, but when you go to buy, you don't get what the picture was saying. Okay, so it dented their credibility. And these are the things that you need to look into before you decide, am I going to have my own Facebook page, limited exposure, or am I going to go to a marketplace? And one thing that will be able to help you to decide which way to go, look at short term. What is it that you need in the short term? Maybe what I need in the short term is basically to be online, to have an online presence. So Facebook will be okay, Instagram will be okay, and an online marketplace will be okay. Why? Because I will be giving them money, I will part with money, but having said that, I don't have a lot of work to do. I don't have to promote. I don't have marketing expenses. Maybe when I see that things are going okay, that's when now I can put in place a long-term strategy. The last bit that we're going to look at today is, how will you deliver? Okay? Remember, brick and mortar, you simply sell. I can be selling my vegetables. I don't care how the client carries those vegetables. But with online sales, it is still your business. With online sales, it is still your business to make sure that delivery is done well, okay? Because need to receive at home in good condition from the way that they were sold. If you're looking at delivery also, you want to make sure, if I'm going to use Uber Eats, if I'm going to use private border borders, if I'm going to use the Uber vehicles, how do you ensure that the product is given intact, in good condition, it is packaged well so that the client receives it well. It does not matter if your vegetables or your fish was good, but by the time it gets to the client, it is all mangled up. They will not buy it. And then, of course, you may want to use couriers or the border borders as we have them here. So online has opened other avenues, and this is what we are saying. Let us think of these avenues that will actually create inflows for us. Now, whether you use shipment or takeaway or courier, you are not bound by only one. What you need is to look at which delivery is safer for your clients, which mode does not tamper with the packages, and then which ones do your clients prefer. Now, these are the options that we need to look at as far as distribution is concerned. Digital marketing in the short term gets you up and running. It gives you an online presence, and that's what we've been discussing today, just the online presence, okay? It also helps crafting content to build awareness of your future site. It's like you are crawling, okay, before you start running. It is also about who is going to use it, and we're going to look at that. Will you have a consultant to help you with an online presence? You can even have a college intern who has done IT. Remember, we are trying to keep outflows chini, our costs. If I can go back to surviving and thriving, keep costs down, but at the same time, we must sell. So you could use a college intern to help you, because it could be just a Facebook page. It could just be you having a presence on the online marketplace. Now, in the long term now, this is where you have learned from the short term. You have seen what the short term is giving you. So long term, you may want to create a strategy. What is my digital strategy? What is it that I want to get at the end of the day? And this strategy is what will decide who is your target, how do you want to communicate with that target, and how do you want to engage with the target. Long term, you want to implement your strategy. And for you to be able to implement, if you're going to go big online on the web, that means you will have to have people whom we are calling digital strategists, people that know what it is that we need to do, people who are able to analyze the data, and people who are able to make sense of that data and advise where your business needs to go.